Now let's welcome Anne Marieke, Chief Business Development Officer of the Great Bubble Barrier, and Jan Jaap, founder and CEO of UP. They were both part of the Alliance to End Plastic Waste Batch 2 program based in Paris, and they will today discuss their startup partnership with the Alliance to End Plastic Waste. Thank you.
Good evening, the both of you. Thank you so much for joining us today for this, mini fireside chat. We wanted to speak with the both of you together because, the interesting collaboration that you both have working together. So first off, I'd love for, you both to introduce yourselves and your company, and then we'll kind of dive deeper into your joint partnerships and collaboration together. So Annie, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, thanks a lot. My name is Anne Marieke Eveleens. I'm one of the co-founders of the Great Bubble Barrier and also responsible for business development. What we do within the Great Bubble Barrier is that we place bubble screens in rivers to capture plastic before it enters the ocean. We do that by placing a tube at the bottom of the river, little holes on top where we push air through that creates this bubble curtain. And if you place that diagonally on a waterway, you kind of collect it all in one spot and there we take it out. We've implemented that in the Netherlands, but we are very eager to also implement that in other locations, and that's part of what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. And Jan?
My name is Jan Jaap Volmer. I'm the founder of Upcycling Plastic, and we have developed the Up Circular Plastic Factory concept, with which we help cities, regions, or islands to process their low-quality plastic waste into construction materials such as planks, poles, bricks, and tiles. This concept is a semi-mobile and modular factory, but it really is all about the whole concept. So we look at the complete supply chain, from collection, sorting, to also product development and the market, because we want to close the plastic waste loop locally. And also that's why we have to work together with other parties like the Great Bubble Barrier, because we are not good at collection or sorting. So that's why we work together with other parties, and we do that as well in Southeast Asia as in Europe.
Fantastic. And I mean, the background where you guys are at is absolutely beautiful. And I don't think you guys knew each other before the start of the program. So you both are currently batch startups for our European program with the Alliance to End Plastic Waste that kicked off at the end of April. And, from that time, I'd love to learn a little bit more about, how you guys got to know one another, how this collaboration formed, and how it's been going.
Yeah, sure. We found out that we both had an interest in starting our activities within Indonesia, because it's a country that is so polluted that we are really, that's one of the goals for us to clean several areas on the world. And we found each other again during this batch. We've also been already together on a trade mission to Indonesia within a bigger consortium. And then during this batch, we could really line up together on our collaboration, which is very essential, because if we would be collecting waste from rivers, but we don't know what's going to be done with that waste, you still not solve the problem that you're having there, this challenge that you're having there. So to team up with initiative like UP to really make something very valuable out of that waste is crucial for us.
Yeah, for us it's a little bit the same. We work together in a Dutch consortium to end plastic waste. Also with some other startup companies who are very who have a lot of expertise on, for example, sorting of plastic waste, and it all fits quite nicely together. If we work in Indonesia, for example, on the island of Bali, we also work together with local parties, because to embed the activities we do into the local infrastructure is very important, because there's already a lot of initiatives going on. And I feel very much that by cooperating with Anne Marieke and with the Great Bubble Barrier, but also with other companies, we can really strengthen the local infrastructure for processing plastic waste, so that it doesn't end up in the environment or in the oceans anymore.
So since this batch, we also really looked into which parties in Indonesia have the knowledge and the expertise to strengthen this project. And we made some very good connections. So we have regular calls right now to set it up. We already found locations where we know it's going to be feasible to implement our systems and our devices. So it looks very promising.
That's incredibly exciting to hear, and I'm so glad you guys are not only working together but working on solving problems in other parts of the world that really need it. So I'd love to learn a little bit more about the potential impact that you feel this will have in the region, and maybe other parts of the world as well, as your collaboration grows and expands and scales into other parts of the world.
Yep. Well, we are as UP, we are very much in the piloting stage at the moment. We have a proof of concept where we can make these things, so the technology works. We are still improving a number of things, but we really want to set up 2 to 4 pilot projects, all actually in Indonesia, because we found the partners, not only the Great Bubble Barrier and SweepSmart on the Dutch side, but also on the local side, what Anna-Marieke already told us. And we really want to set up our operation, our concept over there to close the plastic waste loop locally. And the impact we want to make directly on the island is that we want to save around 1,000 tons per year in the problem stream of plastic waste. So divert that from going into nature into products which we can use on the island.
Yeah, so what we've seen so far is that there's already a lot of initiatives in Indonesia where awareness is being created by Indonesian initiatives. What you see is that multiple sectors actually face this problem. For example, the tourism industry, multiple hotels already gathering to clean up their beaches to make sure that it's attractive for tourists again to come. Especially after this corona crisis, they really need to kind of get that boost again. And there's what we will be offering is not only the cleanups on the beach, but also to actually stop the whole current of litter going towards the ocean. So if we can stop it right there, it will also not move back to the beaches.
That's fantastic. And, I think one thing that we've been hearing throughout, this event is the need for different people to come together from different sectors and different spaces with different technologies. The plastics value chain is very complex, and to really, end plastic waste, it's going to take a lot of different collaboration and people coming together, open-minded and willing to collaborate and work with one another. It's so great to see this partnership that you guys have formed and how it's already kind of growing in one part of the world and how it can also, be implemented in other parts of the world as well. So, I'd love to just hear kind of final thoughts on maybe some take-home audience or some take-home message you have for the audience and what you hope 2021 will bring towards this joint collaboration and project together.
I hope very much that that we can continue our collaboration and that the collaboration will actually end in action. So that we have our Upcircular Plastic Factory on the ground in Bali, in Surabaya, and on other places in Indonesia in 2021, and that they're actually operational. So that we process the plastic waste that, for example, the Great Bubble Barrier takes out of the river on Bali, and we process that into products which can be sold locally for local applications. And I also hope that we can attract more partners to join our effort in here. We need other companies, also strategic partners, to help us in getting this done and off the ground. Also, the Alliance to End Plastic Waste is crucial that they support us in making this all happen, so that we can really save plastic waste from entering the ocean or entering the air. As we can see, we have all blue skies here, and we want more of that all over the world by avoiding plastic waste to enter the ocean, but also to be burned or landfilled.
I don't think I have a lot to add there. We really want to get into action, so we're really looking forward for 2021. As Jan-Jaap already said, we're looking for financial partners that can help us with the starting capitals, strategic partners that can help us in other parts of the chain. We already have a consortium that covers most of it, but if you think, well, I can help out here, please let us know. But I also always want to say is that everyone is looking at Asia as there's where the whole problem exists. Please also look around in the location where you are right now, because plastic waste is really littering different places in the environment, not only in Asia, but also in Europe and also on other continents. So that's a bit of increasing awareness that I would like to share as well on this note.
No, that was great. And again, thank you so much to the both of you for being part of our European batch. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you. And this really isn't the end. This is just the beginning. We're still going to be working with you and continuing to work together in solving this, big initiative around the world, bringing in different partners and bringing in different ways to collaborate with one another. So again, thank you so much for being part of this program and this event, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.